such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field.
Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here. Here's Anders Carlson set to get this one started, and we are underway here at Lambeau. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one. Forward.
Play action. Now Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. Down to the 10. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 74 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with first and goal at the 1-yard line.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Jackson now on the move to his left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Tucker's kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
You look at this Baltimore defense.
And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Play action this time with Love.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up the field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Hold true. Ready?
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's got some space here. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 1. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The Packers at 7 and 8 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Love. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
Get some nice top spin on the whole thing.
I
love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Nice little juke. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. The quick feet by Jackson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me if I'm going for 1,000?
And now he got away from that first tackler. No idea, but he did, and it winds up with positive yardage.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Third and goal, Jackson. Escaping the press. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight. And I am impressed. That means 2 weeks if I'm not mistaken.
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets...
Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he's got it inside the 10. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 62 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Dillon. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Dillon again. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A.J. Dillon, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Carlson's extra point up and good, and we are even at 10 apiece. ball now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Here's Jackson to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. Now it's Jackson. To the right side into the hands of Flowers. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Okay, break.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play fake. Here's Love. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs, 33 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Carlson's extra point up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Here's 3rd and 9. Jackson. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Jackson throwing complete there to Flowers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. A short throw caught by Andrews. Touchdown! Mark Andrews, 28 yards. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Throwing. Love. And that's off the mark. Incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Come on, set.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Faster, faster. Steal, check, steal. Set.
Going back to Love. There's a ball deep from Musgrave. And incomplete on the deep ball. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. 3rd and 2. Love with it. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Let's go.
First down, going to the air with Love. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Ready.
2nd and 10.
Ready.
To the air again, Love. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's a gain of 2, and it will be the final act of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we said, all right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Play action this time with Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First target, first catch, and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The ball. Ready.
Love going to give this one to Jones. That's some good hard running there as he push his way forward for about 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Ready. Claws red. White.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they take advantage of what looked like an unsure defense. They wind up getting 8 on 4th and 3.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 2. Right side to Watson. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll bring them back within 4. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are
They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Ready up.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 7.
Strike. Check.
Love. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Ready.
3rd and 3.
52 blaster. Hey, go Fury. Check Fury. Ready.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Love, they go play action now. They'll roll him out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Let's go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Ready.
Love now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive.